Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Thunder and the Mustangs. Scott Franchise, an early contender for the home run crown, takes the field next. William Layfield, a Michigan-born lefty, gets the starting job here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Stepping in, Brian Cannon, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here today. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, Dero, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Stepping in now, Andrew Arellano, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Arellano brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Fouled away. Here's the 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Softly hit to the left side, and that'll be the second out. Coming to the plate now, Mike Hayes, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. 1-0. Cannon at second with 2 down. And this one's in the dirt. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. The kid Hale, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy had a real solid season last year. ERA under 3 on the year, which is pretty good in this day and age of high scoring and a lot of home runs. Let's see if he can duplicate that year and make this one just as good. It'll be interesting to see how he pitches in this one today.
Dan Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they could put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Dazzy Razika is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Batting third, the center fielder, Todd Boswell.
Stepping up now, Todd Boswell. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Worthing will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Adrian Esparza.
First offering on its way. For the current campaign, Esparza is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Yeah, and when the ball left the bat, you figured it was a routine out, but that's how quickly things can change. As it stands, there's a runner on second base and a base hit away from coming home.
Striding forward now is the DH, A.J. Valido. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Osuna arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
In now, Saul Worthing. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. And that's off his leg on the mound. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Here comes the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out. Into the box, Corey Esparza, and their runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And that misses 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Pops this one up. And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
You know, D-Row, you know you've been a pretty productive player when you can collect 500 runs batted in your career. With that base hit right there, that's RBI number 500.
Yeah, it's a testament not only to this guy's talent, but his work ethic. The ability to stay healthy, stay on the field, and be productive. 500 RBIs is a lot of runs batted in.
Boswell is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 2 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Thunder on top 1-0. Stepping into the box, Christopher Schwabenland. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Arellano is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Douglas Champion.
Now batting, Douglas Champion, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. Digging in, Andrew Arellano. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Andrew Arellano.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped up. Benavides is there. 1 down.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Scott Franchise. First pitch on its way. Slow little grounder left side. Reined in. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The catcher, number 2.
So striding forward now, Mike Hayes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Into the box now, Kenji Suzuki. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And it's quickly 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Count is 1-2.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Roger.
Next will be the designated hitter, Johnny Rogers. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Now here it comes. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. So digging in now, Willie Benavides comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Arellano is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Settling in now, Adrian Esparza. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Now batter, designated hitter, A.J. Valido.
At the plate, A.J. Valido. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Oh, he gets a glove on it here to knock it down. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, the center fielder, Saul Worthy.
Coming to the plate now, Saul Worthy. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit softly on the ground to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Dazzy Brazica back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the pitch. Brazica has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, one away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And as we'd expect, not a huge differential here. In fact, no differential at all, with both guys clocking in at 92 as their top fastball. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. One out, nobody on. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Popped up. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Todd Boswell.
At the plate, Todd Boswell. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's been pounding his zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
The 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next will be the speed threat, Tiny Ryan. First pitch of the at-bat. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
The first baseman, number 7, Torrey Esparza.
So stepping in, Corey Esparza. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seen the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
Into the box, Brian Hammond, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Ball one.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Runner at second here with one man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So now to the plate, Andrew Arellano. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he misses with it, 1-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Ball back outside.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
Hey, last 2 pitches back to back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
To the plate now, Scott Franchise. No hits to this point. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Tennessee leads this one 2-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Christopher Schwaben. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Now here it comes. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Outside, 3-0 now. pulled toward right center field. Worthing will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
The batter, the left fielder, Orlando Osuna.
Digging in now, Orlando Osuna. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ran the circle change in on him. A ball and no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Here it comes. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Chopped to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now to the plate, Douglas. Champion. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Yep, that ball went out.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
A 1-0 delivery. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
2 out, nobody on. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
2-1.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping into the box, Kenji Suzuki. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And he lays off there. 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner and nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes.
I got to count 1 and 2.
The 1-2 locks him up for strike 3. ready for another shot now. Mike Hayes.
The catcher, Mike Hayes.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. One and one. And the pitch. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Ready once again, Adrian Esparza. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. One out, nobody on. That's popped up. Benavides in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Back up the middle. And there are two away now.
The batter, the designated hitter, A.J. Valito.
Digging in to try it again, A.J. Valito. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Fastball well outside. To 2-2 now. Popped him up. Schwabenland is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Johnny Rogers, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
A ball and no strikes. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
The 2-0. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone.
Hey, Dero, it's kind of getting late early. That's only their first hit of the game, and we're into the 6th inning.
Yeah, this guy's been on point all day, working it in and out. Their pitching staff obviously did their homework on this offense. But right here, able to break through with the first knock. Hopefully the pass the baton mentality goes into effect, and we get some offense.
Into the box now, Willie Benavides. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
Now back, second baseman, Jazzy.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Dazzy Rizika, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a bunt attempt here, but this will be foul, so the runners will stay put for now. The 0-1 delivery.
Ball, that's out.
First and second here with nobody out. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. To second for 1. Well, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Ready now, Andre Escobar. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Here it comes on 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they are on the board with the sac fly as this is now a 2-1 game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Digging in once again, Todd Boswell. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the air to straightaway right. Franchise will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. Tennessee is on top here, 2-1. Billy Amoros is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in, Saul Worthing. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The windup and the 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
And it's fouled away. And another foul ball.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Tiny Ryan.
Striding into the box, Tiny Ryan. First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Ready for another chance? Corey Esparza will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
The 3-2 pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And here's the 3-2 from him. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over.
The traditional 7th inning correct.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Christopher Schwabenland. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Drives it out to deep right center field. Right fielder looking up. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Solo shot to right center. Number 22 on the year as we are all knotted up at 2.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Now out of the dugout comes joins the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out. Rico Sierra comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Sierra.
At the plate, Orlando Osuna. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Sierra has pitched just under 60 innings. And through those innings, he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
No outs, nobody on. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
In now, Douglas Champion, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Nope. 3-0. Kenji Suzuki is on deck. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses his zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kenji Suzuki. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch coming, here it is. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. Runners off for second. Fouled off. The 1-2.
2 balls.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Grounded to the right. And that is into right field, a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Johnny Rogers.
At the plate now, Johnny Rogers, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1. Fouled away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1-2. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brian Cannon. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First offering on its way.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Line drive to center field. Running hard. He's digging for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Andrew Arellano is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Now a swing and a fly ball, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. One and one. Here it is. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Bat splinters as this is on the ground to first base. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Riding in once again, Scott Franchise. Facing some tough pitching in this one. His bat's been kept uncharacteristically silent.
Yeah, but it only takes one swing, guys. You know as well as I do. He gets a pitch in the middle of the plate. With one swing at a bat, he could change the entire complexion of this game.
No balls and a strike to count.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good throw gets him 1 gun.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
In now, Mike Hayes. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Adrian Esparza comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
The 0-1 pitch.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Has a look, now the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead running. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the second run will come across to score as they take the lead here 4-2.
Boy, that's a huge base hit right there, Bugle. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Michael Sims will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Into the box, A.J. Valido, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Sims is a guy that certainly fits the profile as a power fastball pitcher, but I think what makes him really most impressive is the command he displays while keeping the velocity as high as it is. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
To the plate now, Saul Worthing, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Right side, but it's well foul.
That's
3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
From the belt, the pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Play Tiny Ryan, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. He's set and the pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Oh, and 2. Here it is. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
1-2. Here it is. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Thunder lead it 4-2. Ryan Greenberg is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Greenberg.
Standing in, Willie Benavides. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Greenberg has over 40 innings on his line so far with a dominant sub-3 ERA. Good by anybody's standards. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Standing in, Dazzy Ruzicka. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Pitch popped up. Cannon is calling for it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Andre Escobar.
Stepping up to the plate, Andre Escobar. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And he chases after ball 3, and instead it's 2-1. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
In the air now, out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Mark Smith comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Corey Esparza.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Corey Esparza is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1.
1-1.
And now pitch on the way. Squared that one up just a little late. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Brian Hannon. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Ready with the 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, Andrew Arellano hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Guy Eaton enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Todd Boswell, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Standing in now, Christopher Schwabenland, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. Oh, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. So striding in, Orlando Osuna. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. No balls and one strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Two-run game, last of the ninth with two away. Count remains at 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and two strikes.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, it might only be a two-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here, and they earned it.
4-2, the final score today. The Thunder came through late, taking the lead in the eighth to secure the victory. Rico Sierra earns the victory out of the bullpen, number 10 on the year. Guy Eaton retires the side to hammer down the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks. Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Cobras and the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes will try to wrap up the three games. Josh Lee gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. you're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat, and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, English is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Now at the plate, Buford Christian. We take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit softly down the line at first. The 0-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. David Lund will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Matty, this team's lineup is dead last in batting average, and I tell you what, that does not bode well for the rest of the season. If you do not have professional at-bats up and down the lineup, or at least 6 to 7 guys, it is eventually going to catch up to you. He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
And there's out number 2. So coming to the plate, Turner King. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder on the run. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Paul Taylor. From the stretch. In there, no balls and a strike. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Digging in, Kevin Landry. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. Landry, originally from Mississippi. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Ground ball, foul down the left side. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Brad Benton is on deck. Three-two pitch. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So now to the plate, Brad Benton. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He'll come in here at 263. 13 home runs, and the RBI count at 35. The 0-1 pitch. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Michael Wright.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Wright, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. Ball two. No score here as we play inning number 2. Smoked on the ground left side, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Hey, after that hit right there, Giro, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
In now, Sean McKee, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. McKee just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Grounded to first, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brad Jones. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Brad Jones.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Marcus.
Now in the box, Marcus Rogers. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series. After the walk, a quick check on first. And he's back standing. First pitch on its way. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. He's running. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And it's fouled away. Jones gets his lead at first, nobody out. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Hit down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
At the plate, Kevin Nagy batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
To the plate now, Chaz Hale, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is high. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Ready with the 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So here now's the pitcher, David Lund. 9-1-2 due up.
The pitcher, David Lund.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. That misses. 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
The 2-0 on the way.
That's a ball.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Three and one. Scott Reedy is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Reedy.
3-1. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he misses here, ball 4, and somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Now batting, Mustangs.
At the plate, Mark Lacey. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. The 1-0. Into center field. Line drive, base hit.
The batter number 2, second baseman, English.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. Into the box now, Greg English, as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently, it's strike 1. Third inning, no score to this point. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Runner goes. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Popped him up. Cooper over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Select number 10, Buford Christian.
Striding in, Buford Christian 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hey, great arm action on that changeup right there. You come up to the plate with runners in scoring position, you're going to be super aggressive. I don't fault that guy for swinging through.
Ready with the 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Swinging, strike 3, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and now it'll be the catcher, Bruce Hooper.
The catcher, Bruce Hooper.
Here comes the first pitch. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball 2.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Here's a topper foul off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Scott Reedy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Ball one as the changeup misses well off the inside. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Stepping in now, Austin Leach, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Behind 0-2 now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted in the air out to center field. McKee is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Stepping in, Paul Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
So far this season, Taylor is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Taylor hits a little over the 270 mark. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor. 3-1.
Line towards center field. Jones is right there. 1 down.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box now, Kevin Landry. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Fouled away. The 1-2. fouls this one off.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
The first baseman,
Now at the plate, Brad Benton. First offering on its way. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Stepping up now, Michael Wright. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Looped out toward third. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go is the third baseman, Buford Slugger.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
This guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
So now to the plate, Turner King, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Base is empty here with nobody out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Wright is there, and he has it for the out.
The center fielder, Brad Jones.
Into the box, Brad Jones. 1 run in and 1 gone so far in this inning. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
And it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Marcus Rogers.
Stepping in, Marcus Rogers. First offering on its way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. 2 out, nobody on. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Kevin Nagy, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. Count, here it is. Now a big swing, and this ball is rushed out to deep center field. And that one is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 8th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
At the plate now, Chaz Hale. He'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. It up 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
This will be fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Taylor has room in foul territory, and that's the 3rd out. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Hurricanes are out in front here, 3-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Sean McKee. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
2-2. Skied down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The pitch, number 16, David Lund.
Stepping into the box, David Lund. He drew a walk his first time up. Now here's the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
The windup and the 0-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Mark Lacey waits on deck. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Mark Lacey. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate, Greg English fouled off. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now batting, Bruce Cooper. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Bubba McCann will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. A ball and no strikes. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and 14 driven in. 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here it comes.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order room.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Count still full, 3-2.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Drilled to the left side. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Standing in now, Austin Leach, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Jeremy Kilpatrick takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Kilpatrick.
Into the box now, Buford Slugger, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Line drive, base hit to right. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Well, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
With runners in scoring position this season, King hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is a norm for this ball player.
Open to send him packing, pitch on its way. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
From the belt, the pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Throw won't get him.
When you mess with the bull, you expect to get the horns, right? Bases loaded and they challenge him, which is obviously a huge mistake, and he nearly blasts a grand slam. Lucky for them, it's only a double, so 3 runs come across the score, and he stands at second, 3 RBIs richer.
To the plate now, Marcus Rogers. Pitch inside, the throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Fouled away. Set. Here's the 3-1. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 8th home run on the season for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Gary Sneed gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Kevin Nagy, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 3, and that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 5 innings complete. Mississippi is on top 8-0. Martin McKinley takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Buford Christian.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2.
Ball 2. I got to count 2-2.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, Paul Taylor. And so take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And he fouls this one off. Strikes him out as well, so make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Kevin Landry, as he will look at a first-pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0.
think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Standing in now, Brad Benton. No balls and a strike to count. It was a walk in his last trip. One count and the pitch. Fastball well outside.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Two out here and a runner at second. Nope. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 4. Strike ball.
Digging in, Michael Wright. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Roll. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
At the plate, Sean McKee, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. Mississippi is out in front here, 8-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Chaz Hale. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. into right field. That's a base hit.
Now batting, the catcher, Bruce Cooper.
Into the box now, Bruce Cooper, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there and records the first out.
The pitcher, number 31.
David King will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
David King.
Ball one. He comes in at 262 on the year. 8 home runs and 30 RBIs. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. King, originally from Mississippi. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
And he just manages to get his hand in. 2-1, here it is. And he lays off again, ball 3. Austin Leach will be next. The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The right fielder, number 6, Austin.
So striding forward now, Austin Leach. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Swing and a liner. Foul. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. The second for 1. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play and the inning is over. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. 7th inning coming up. The Hurricanes lead this one 8-1. Riley White is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Riley White.
Jacob Sellers is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. A strike to even the count. 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
The bat, number 7.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mark Lacey. First pitch coming, here it is. In there, 0-1. Now here it comes. And no swing apparently, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Greg English.
So digging in now, Greg English. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. Throwing to second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. To the plate now, Buford Christian. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Mississippi is out in front 8-1. James Bond comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Settling in now, Buford Slugger.
For the Hurricanes, the third baseman, Buford.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Bond offers up a cut fastball as a part of his arsenal, and it's one of the hardest around. It's not a mini slider. He puts a lot of juice behind it. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Ball 2. Bond has tossed more than 60 innings on the year and sports a respectable ERA just under 3.50. Two pitches fouled away. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. At the plate, Turner King. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. One out, nobody on. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Fouled off. Popped him up. Taylor in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Brad Jones, fresh off a bases-clearing double his last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Two out, nobody on. And he takes this one high. 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Into the box, Marcus Rogers, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Has a look. Now the pitch. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. Ready to begin the 8th, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Paul Taylor.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good catch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Plate, Kevin Landry. First Pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They are all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
Coming to the plate now, Brad Benton. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First offering on its way.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Three and 0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Kevin Nagy. Now here's the pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Wright has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. So stepping in, Chaz Hale. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. This is in the air out to right. Wright is there. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Bruce Cooper.
Digging in now, Bruce Cooper, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 2 out, nobody on. 2-0 now. Might have been ball 3 there, but he couldn't resist trying to pull that thing.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Daniel Gould will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Franklin Leach is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Now to the plate, Michael Wright starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat. The 1-0 home.
At the ball.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. Sean McKee is on deck. Here it comes, the 3-0.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Sean.
Stepping into the box, Sean McKee. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. Oh, and 1, here it comes.
One ball.
Nobody out, runner on first. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. Smoke toward the hole. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw won't be in time, as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Jonathan Atkins will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Jonathan Atkins.
Fouled away. Looking at his career totals, Atkins possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. Comes set with the 0-1. Heading out toward shallow right. Right fielder coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in, and there's one away. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Mark Lacy. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. From the stretch.
3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Oh, he had a go at one there, but this is fouled off to the right as the count draws full. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
At the plate, Greg English. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set. Here it comes.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Here it comes on 1-1.
2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
3-1.
He's just thrashing out there right now. I don't think he knows where anything is going.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it an 8-3 ball game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Michael Jordan answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Ready once again, Buford Christian. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses inside 1-0. Jordan, a 6'1" right-hander. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
A ball and a strike now. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Runners are at second and third with one down. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. Force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul Taylor. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were two bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes one swing.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Ready for another shot now. Kevin Landry. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. From the stretch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. The Hurricanes maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale. So if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
8-4 the final this afternoon. The Hurricanes took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Scott Reedy claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 8 runs, 9 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the visitors, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.